Starting class. We are talking about maxima minima. Today we are going to Krish hell. Hello is better than hell. Now look here, maxima minima, and we are going to understand few important points about maxima and minima. So first we will discuss maxima minima at a point. Okay. Hi SBS gaming. Now look here. So shall I start my work, please? So now first you need to write some of the most important content related to maxima and minima. Write f of x be a, let f of x be valued function. Okay. Real valued function defined in closed interval AB. So first thing is that to explain maxima minima, first what we are taking is we are taking a real valued function, no imaginary. We are going to take a real valued function. Okay. So now this real valued function f of x is said to be having maximum value. First I am going to talk about voice is breaking. Now voice is breaking little bit. Internet is going heavy and low. So now let's check this one out. Is it okay now? Is it still voice is breaking? With a curtain you put. Window if you will open, miss, full shine is coming. Now listen. So f of x is a real valued function and it is defined in closed interval AB. Now write next one. Then f of x is said to be, then f of x is said to have maximum value. Then f of x is said to have what value? F of x is said to have maximum value in interval, closed interval AB, in closed interval AB if there exists a point C which will be belonging to this closed interval AB. Okay, so that means we have to first take 10th का class शाम को होगा, शाम को 7 बजे से start कर रही हूँ 10th का class. Okay, now listen. Now you need to understand one very important thing, that if you are going to talk about curtains, you have to stand and put curtains properly. Assalamu alaikum. Now look here, beta. So when we are going to talk about a function, so we are going to talk about a function which is having a real value. Okay. After that, we are going to talk about this function in a closed interval. Means lower bound will be there and upper bound. Means lower limit will be there and upper limit will be there. So lower limit value, we are going to take it as A in closed bound and B. Understood? So now what we are telling, ki, okay, f of x is a real valued function and it is defined in closed interval A and B. Then this will said to have a maximum value. It will said to have what? Maximum value, and this maximum value be exactly coming between the points. So that means what? Between A and B, one value of X will be there. Listen very carefully. Between A and B, one value of X will be there, which will give maximum value. Understood? Which will give what? Maximum value. Right now, what we are discussing? We are discussing maximum and minimum value of a function in its domain. So right now, we are not going to talk about local maxima, minima. We are talking about maximum and minimum value of a function in its domain. So that means what? A closed interval is given to you. From that closed interval, I am picking one point, but not like randomly we are picking a point. That point is supposed to give us either a maximum value or a minimum value. Either it is going to give a maximum value or a minimum value. So now let's see. We are going to do Krish evening 6 o'clock or 6:30. I'm going to start class. Okay. Most probably 6:30. I'm going to start class. Get ready for that. That time today 2-3 classes are there for class 10. 6:30 to 8:30 continuously I'm going to teach. One maths and one science is there. Okay. Now listen. Now can I go back to my content beta? So here you need to understand very important point. So first the function is a real valued function. Now it is defined in which interval? Closed interval. What is the interval? Closed interval A and B. Understood? Now here in this closed interval, f of x is said to have maximum value in this closed interval when it will have a point C, and C will be belonging to the closed interval AB. Understood? But here you need to write if there exists a point C. But here most important point you need to remember that such that I'm underlining that part, f of x should be less equals f of C. Note down this for all x belongs to real number. So whatever real values of x is there. Good evening, Trisha. Now look here, whatever real values of x is there, whatever real values of x is there, Trisha, na? Whatever real values of x will be there, it will be defined in that interval. I hope you might have understood this one. Now look here, beta. So this is exactly one of the most important point to remember. Yo. Fine. Hi, Trisha. I hope you might have understood this one. So now that means what? C must be coming between A and B. C must be coming between A and B, or C can be A and B also. Understood? Means what? Because lower boundary and lower limit and upper limit both are included. But C must be exactly from A to B. Understood? Or A and B can also be there. So that's the most important point for maxima, minima. For all x belongs. So that means what, beta? Here two things you must remember. What point C you are taking, that is x value. Understood? The point C, whatever you are taking will be x value. Understood? And f of C will be y value. C is what? X value. F of C is y value. So what is C? C is point of, what is C? C is point of maximum value. What is C? C is point of maximum value, and f of C is maximum value. F of C is maximum value. F of C is what, beta? F of C is maximum value. You remember this thing, and this is one of the most important thing. So if somebody will be talking about f of x less equals C, you please remember this part, that for getting a maximum, because first we are taking what from where? We are taking from domain. Okay. So domain must be defined, and domain value only. From there only we are picking a point C. And that C point can be the point of maximum value or minimum value. That C can be the point of maximum value or minimum value. That you must remember. So one by one, I'm going to start solving the questions, and I'm going to start explaining everything. Okay. Are you ready for it? Would have understood this one. So what is C? C is point of maximum. Here for defining maximum, I have taken C as a point. C is a point of maximum, and C must be belonging from where? C must belongs to A comma B, and C will be where? On x-axis. Understood? So x-axis value. C is what? Any x-axis value, and f of C will be what? f of c will be the value, y value, you can say like that. Okay, yes. And for minimum value, a high all India view. Okay. For minimum value, f of x will be greater than f of c. F of x will be greater than f of c. That's the most important point we must understand right now. We are not going for second order derivative. We are not going right now. We are just going for basic introduction of maxima and minima when it will be defined in its domain. Right now, I'm not touching local maxima and minima also, because local maxima and minima, it is dealing differently. They're taking extreme values. Okay, neighborhood points they are considering. That point we are going to, understood or not? So here, so please understand this one. Understood? So now we have understood one very important point, and we understood that f of x is a real valued function. First point. Second, it is defined in closed interval AB. Then we are considering, means it will be having a maximum value. When it will be having a maximum value? When it will be, means if there exists a point C such that f of x will be less equals f of c. This is one of the most important condition. So now let's see, I'm drawing it and trying to, we will draw it and try to understand. What is C? C is a point of maximum value. Means once you will be substituting C, you will be getting a maximum value. F of C is the maximum value. Okay. But C is the point. What is C? Point. That C point will be coming from where? X axis. C point will be coming from where? X axis. So I hope you might have understood till here. Now next I'm going to draw this one to understand this one in much precise way. So now at the time of drawing, this is the mocha drawing I'm doing. Okay, so now let's draw this one. So any peak like this I have drawn for maxima and minima. Understood? So now look here, beta. So once we are drawing, let's draw, means any value, it is A. A can be negative value if it is going that side, and another value is coming as B. Done? Now this X will be exactly here what? C. C. Understood? So here when you are putting C, you are getting f of C, which is the maximum value. This is x-axis. And this is describing what, beta? This is maximum value. Understood? This is exactly when you are getting what? Maximum value. I hope you might have understood this one. Come on, after this, is it clear or not? So this is exactly going to talk about maximum value. Is it done? Come on. Draw it, understand it. Slowly we will try to understand. And now I am going to give you a simple example, and with the help of that example, we are going to do. Hi, Abhay. Come on, go for it, please. Who all are there in from coaching? Trikal Kundram. Podi, are you there in the group? Monkeys. I am good but angry right now. Did you understood this one, beta? Now you understood maximum value when you will get, when f of x will be less equals f of c. Now we will try to understand with example. Okay, without example it's waste. You will not understand anything. How to deal for domain values. Okay, for domain values, let's take one example. So here itself, we will try to take the example. Now look here, beta. We will take f of x is equal to x minus 1 whole square minus x minus 1 whole square plus 10. Understood? Now, where it will be defined. So first work, what we are going to do, they have not given any interval to us. Okay. That means closed interval they have not given, but we got this function f of x. It is a real value. Yes, it is a real value. Is it a real value? Yes, it is a real valued function. Now it is what format? Can you see? X is having degree 2. Understood? So quadratic we can say like that. What it is? Quadratic. But still now we have exactly not gone with the much we have to understand this now. Now one by one I am doing some work. Please understand after this. What will be domain of F? What will be domain of F? If somebody will ask you what is the domain of F, then what answer you are going to say? Its domain will be set of real number. Algebra means it's self understood that it will be defined for set of real number. Understood? So it will be defined for what beta? Set of real number. So what is the domain here? Sir, what is the domain here? Real numbers, because what we are doing here, waste of time, we are exactly describing here what function, and the function is defined here for set of real numbers. So we can say this real number is there. That means what? Between minus infinity to plus infinity, between minus infinity to plus infinity. Understood? So once domain work is over, after that next work is to get it is coming maximum or minimum and what value it is giving. Okay. Now next work, this is your function. Now in function do some important work. First work is we will take only this part. Okay, so we know that x minus 1 whole square is what? It is quadratic and it will always be greater equals 0. It will always be what? Greater equals 0. So x minus 1 whole square will always be, Tanishq, understanding or not? It will always be what beta? Greater equals 0. It will always be greater equals 0. But the moment I am going to apply minus, will it be greater equals 0 now? No, it will become less equals. Understood? The moment negative will be implemented, it will become what? Less equals. Understood? Now next work is, our function is this only now with minus. Second work is what we are going to do, we will be implementing here what? Minus x minus 1 whole square. We will add 10 on both sides. The moment we added 10, this will become our function. So what this is? F of x less equals 10. Bingo. So we got this part. Means whatever value of x you will put. Understood? In function. What is this means first? Whatever. Now look here, beta. Whatever value of x you are going to put here, the value will either be equal to 10 or less than 10. So maximum, what value it is going to attain? Maximum it is going to attain 10. Got it? So this is one of the most important point to remember. Understood? So first what we have exactly understood here is कि when you will be substituting x minus 1 whole square when you are writing, so x minus 1 whole square is always greater, what do you call? Greater than or equal to 0, correct? But beta, the moment you did minus, it will just change and it will become less. And then beta, we added what? We added 10 on both sides. Now it is a complete function f of x, correct? That means what? Our function f of x, whatever value of x you will put here, it will either be equal to 10 or less than 10. It will either be equal to 10 or less than 10. Till here crystal clear? Correct? Now beta, we will do the next work. Now beta, here, that means what value of x we will put so that here 10 is coming. Check. We will do one work. X minus 1 equal to 0. What is the value of x coming? 1. What is the value of x coming? 1. So we are going to put, instead of x, if we are putting here 1, only what is left? 10. Are you understanding? So at x equal to 1, f of 1, this everything is defined for what? X will be belonging to set of real number for all value of x, for all value of x belonging to set of real number, for all value of x. No, it's not true, beta. So for all x belongs to R. Understood? So now look here, beta. The moment you are putting x is equal to 1, f of 1 f of 1 is giving you what, beta? 10. F of 1 is giving you what? 10. And 10 is the value. What is 10? 10 is the value. So now look here, beta. So what we are going to write? F of x is less equals f of 1. Bingo. This is what the condition is. That means what is your C here? Can anybody tell me what is your C here? 1. And what is f of C? F of 1. And what is the value of f of 1 here? 10. And 10 is the maximum value. So that means if I am going to draw, this one, what I am going to get? Let's see, it can do like this. We'll draw like this. Now, beta, what is the value? C value is coming as what? At 1, you are getting 1 comma 10. When x will be equal to 1, f of 1 will be equal to what, beta? 10. F of 1 will be equal to 10. So this is exactly the point. And here it will go for minus infinity to plus infinity, whatever you wish to write. Okay, because the domain itself is telling it will be going from minus infinity to plus infinity. So that means what? The function is going to attain maximum at x is equal to 1. And at 1, what is the maximum value it is attaining? 10. So function will attain maximum value. When it will attain maximum value? At x equal to 1. And at x equal to 1, what is the maximum value? 10. Note down. So did you understood here? We are not going for any other thing. So basic one I am teaching you right now. Yes, applied mathematics also I am teaching, beta. But see, if 4-5 students are there, that time teaching is easy. One student means it is difficult. Right now, I am teaching grade 12 beta, CBSE. Are you understanding here? So now this, I hope it is clear. This is exactly to find the maximum value. So what is the maximum value? 10. We are attaining maximum value at x is equal to 1. So what is C here? 1. What is f of C here? 10. Understood that f of C is 1. So f of 1 is 10. Understood? The maximum value is 10 and you are getting maximum value at C is equal to 1. So here you one thing, Kishore, good evening Kishore. Now look here beta. So understand one thing. So maximum, but if you see this one, after attaining maximum, it will not at all have any minimum here. Correct now? So one maximum attended, after that we are seeing just it is going down from both the direction. So since it is going down minimum from both the direction, means we will only get one maximum, minimum is not here. Understood? Because it is going this side and that side. So it is not having minimum, but it is 100% having maximum. And what maximum value it is having, beta? 10. When x is equal to 1. Understood? So our main condition for maximum was, what was our main condition? Note down this one. Again and again I will not be drawing and not be teaching this video. Whenever you will have problem, refer this video. Okay. So now look here. So that means what? For maximum, what we learned, f of x will be, for maximum what we have learned, f of x will be less equals f of c. What is f of c? F of c is the value, maximum value. F of c is what? Maximum value. Now beta, we will go for minimum. So if somebody will be asking you, but here we are finding maximum or minimum, again and again I am telling you, for what? Domain value. Defined domain value, we are finding it. Okay. Now that means what? We understood that in a defined interval. Okay. So in a given interval, what we did? We got a point and that point gave us maximum value. Now we are going to exactly get the minimum value in the same defined point. Okay, so defined limit value will be there. From there only we are going to get the minimum. So what can be the definition of that one? Let's check this one out. So now for minimum, what we are going to do? So f of x be a real. Now I am going to go for minimum, and beta, for minimum also same definition will be there. Only little changes will be there. So start writing about minimum. Start writing about minimum. write about minimum means f of x be a real valued function. So for both maximum and minimum, what we learned here is it is going to be what beta? It has to be a real valued function. What it has to be? Real valued function. Okay. It has to be what? Real valued function. Good afternoon, beta. It has to be real valued function. After that, what we are going to write? It has to be what? Real valued function. Now it is said to have minimum value. What we are going to write? For maximum we wrote. Now we are going to write about minimum. It is said to have minimum value in closed interval AB if there exists a point. So for minimum also we need a point. Good afternoon, beta. For minimum also what we need? We need a point, and that point what we are going to consider? C. For minimum also what we are going to consider point is C, beta. Is it till here it is clear? Now beta, C, and everything will be same, only one small change will be there, and that change will be f of x will be greater equals f of C. Did you understood? For maximum it was less equals, and for minimum it was greater. Understood? Sorry, for minimum it is greater. I hope till here it is clear. Till here it is clear. Done? Note down. Note down, keep it with you. So that means now I am drawing for minimum. So here what is C? C is the point of minimum value. C is the point of what value? Purab. Say beta. C is the point of minimum value. And beta f of C is minimum value. F of C is what? Minimum value. Now we will draw also. Come on, go for it. Good evening, Sachin. Now look here. So we will be doing this part now for finding the minimum. So to find the minimum, what we will draw? We will draw like this. Okay. Now, if we will be finding the minimum, so just check this one out. At C point, you are getting minimum. We can draw like this, or better, I'm going to draw like this. Otherwise, you will kill me. First time I'm drawing up. Understood? So that means what? Again, we will be defining it as lower interval is A. What is the upper interval? B. This point is C. Then this point will become beta C and f of C. C and f of C. Computer exam. You are talking about computer, Shreya? So C and f of C. Minimum value it is there, beta. So now till here you understood now? Maximum or minimum, Tanish, Rohit, understood? Huh? Purab understood? Everyone? Here? Understood or not? So now beta look here. Now after this, what we are going to do is you will take one example here. Okay. Without example, how can we be able to get a minimum value? So let's take one example. Competitive exam beta पहले concept होता है. मुझे लगा कंप्यूटर लिखा तुमने. पहले कॉन्सेप्ट होता है, अगर कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर हुआ तो शायद सारा काम अपने आप निकल जाता है. ठीक है, तो पहले बेसिक पढ़ा रही हूँ मैं. आज मैक्सिमा मिनिमा का डिफाइंड इन द डोमेन बेटा. इन द डोमेन पार्ट कैसे डिफाइन करते हैं और शॉर्टकट में मैक्सिमा मिनिमा कैसे निकालते हैं वो पहले सिखा रही हूँ मैं. ठीक है, नाउ लुक हियर बेटा. So now we will take one example. The way we have taken example for maximum, now we are going to take example for minimum. See, when we have taken, see what you have learned here. in when you were finding maximum value, you saw only maximum is coming. Understood? There was no minimum. In the previous example, understood? In the previous example, what you have seen? You have seen what? You have seen only maximum, and then too we were attending maximum at 1. Got it? 1. And after that, no. So now look here. We will be going for next one. Now let's check this one out. We will take one example. F of x is equal to x square plus, take 10. Got it? Now we need to find the maximum. Okay? Got it? So now let's check this one out, beta. So let's check this one out. First we will do this work. So now again domain. What will be the domain? What is domain of f? So if somebody will ask you about domain of f, you will say set of real number, and it will be lying between minus infinity to infinity. So when they will be asking you what answer you are going to say, you are going to say it is lying between minus infinity to plus infinity. And after that, what work you are going to do, beta? You are exactly same work. We are going to x square, positive number. It will either be greater than 0 or equal to 0. Okay. So now only addition of 10 is needed. The moment you added 10, this will become f of x. This time f of x is greater equals 10. That means what value of x you are going to, now look here, what value of x, नहीं होगा रे, अभी सीबीएसई का बेसिक लेवल पढ़ा रही हूँ, इससे वहां कहाँ पहुंच रहे हो तुम? अभी स्टार्टिंग ही किया, आज मैक्सिमम मिनिमा बेसिक पढ़ा रही हूँ, वो भी डोमेन डिफाइन कर रही हूँ. Now look here, f of x is greater equals 10. Patience, beta. So now f of x is greater equals 10. Now here, what value of x you will put when x will be equal to 0? Now f of 0 will give you what, beta? 10. Understood? So everything here it is defined for everything, whatever you are doing, it will be exactly x will be belonging to set of real number. Understood? It will be for set of real number. Okay. Hi, Areman. Okay. So now it will be defined. Now that means what we have learned here is our concept was now f of x will be greater than f of 0. So what is the point, beta? What is c here? C is 0. What is c here? I'm fine, Areman. Now look here. What is c here? C here is 0. So we will put c here as 0. So that means what? What point of maxima and minimum value is? What is the point of maximum? What is the point of maximum value in the previous question was 1. And here point of minimum value is 0. Understood? At 0, when you are putting x is equal to 0, what is the minimum value you are getting? The minimum value you are getting here is 10. What is the minimum value you are getting here, beta? The minimum value you are getting here is 10. Okay, just check this one out. See, domain का मतलब क्या होता है बेटा? Domain is exactly indicating x values. Okay, तो यहाँ पे जो भी x का जो वैल्यूज है उस पे हम चेक कर रहे हैं और y का वैल्यू लेकर के आ रहे हैं कि और पता कर रहे हैं कि जो डिफाइंड इंटरवल है उस इंटरवल में कौन सा ऐसा x का वैल्यू होगा जो इसको मैक्सिमम देगा या मिनिमम देगा. तो डोमेन से हम ले रहे हैं इस बार. ठीक है. So now look here, beta. So f of x, so that means what? At x is equal to 0, f of 0 is giving you 10. Understood? So since here, most important condition, this is coming. So what we are going to say? It is giving you a minimum value. What is the minimum value? 10. What is the minimum value? 10. And when you are getting the minimum value? At x is equal to 0. Understood? So here, ऐसे ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं. Is it true? No, this is not correct. Why, beta? Because at x is equal to 0, y value is coming as 10. So where it will be there? If I'm drawing like this, at x is equal to 0, y value is coming as 10. So this is correct. At x is equal to 0, y value. That means what? After that, you will be going up. So minimum value is coming when minimum value it is coming when you will be exactly going for x is equal to 0. You are getting the minimum y value as 10. After that, whatever value of x you will put negative value, you will be getting what? Maximum value you are getting for y. Understood? But the minimum value is coming as what? 10. Got it? So this is for, so first example when we took, understood? First example when we took, what we got, beta? आर्यमन क्या कर रहा है? मस्ती कर रहा है? Understood not? So that means what? We understood one example we took, there we were getting maximum. Another example we got, there we were getting minimum. Now we are going to check some examples. कुटाएगा मेरे हाथ से, अब मस्ती बंद कर. जेई के लिए नहीं, कॉन्सेप्ट बना रही हूँ. जेई के कॉन्सेप्ट के लिए भी तुम्हारे लिए यूजफुल होगा ये जैक. Now can we go for the next one, beta? So that means what? For domain defining, what we did means when the domain will be exactly defined at that interval, what we have done, we have got what? We have got maximum and minimum. That means what? In a defined interval, just listen to the conclusion part. In a defined interval, we can get a maximum point. Understood? Maximum value at a specific point C. In a defined interval, we can get a minimum value at x is equal to for point C. That means two example we have taken and two example we have got. अच्छा पढ़ाते तो फिर तू बकवास क्यों कर रहा है बीच में? कुटा जाएगा. तू जहाँ से मैं भी वहीं से हूँ. समझ में आया? Now look here. Now but here we understood that at one given function, for one we got maximum. After that we did not got any minimum. Correct now? Second example we got minimum, but we didn't got any maximum. Understood? For the defined interval between minus infinity to plus infinity, their domain was exactly defined for set of real number. So it was either going, after getting one minimum value, it was going fully up. After getting one maximum value, it was going fully down. I was knowing your doubt was that only. When I will be discussing local maxima and minima, na, that time I will be talking about neighborhood point and extreme, greater and lesser. That time you will understand it nicely. Trust me. Okay. So don't confuse. Here I am talking from domain and we will be, because MCQ's question, na beta, and CBSE mein aate hain. It is coming. Okay. Now we will take one example where both maximum and minimum we will get. Okay. So let's check that example where we are going to get both maximum and minimum. Let's check this one out. Have patience. So here f of x is equal to sin x. Simple example उठा रही हूँ. ठीक है. Now x will be exactly belonging to closed interval 0 to 2 pi. Now let's draw this one. If we are drawing, let's understand. Simple, because beta always people are telling I'm preparing for JEE, this thing, that thing, everything everyone is saying, but basics are weak means definitely they are struggling a lot. So first build up your basics, first understand what are the differences there, then it will be easy for you to attempt any level. Now look here beta. Only 0 to 2 pi I am going. Okay, this is 1 and this is minus 1. What did you learn here? So all the intervals when you are going for one value, understood? For here beta, first time, one time when you are getting sine 90, when you are putting sine pi by 2, you are getting maximum, correct? When you are exactly putting, so what we have seen here that ki f of x is less equals what? When you are substituting what value? F of pi by 2. what you are getting here, f of x, it is coming as what beta? 1, because the moment you are substituting sine pi by 2, the moment you are substituting sine pi by 2 here, what it is coming beta? It is giving you a value 1. This is first case coming. Huh? Now, when you are substituting f of x greater equals here f of 3 pi by 2, minimum we are checking. Okay, so when you are writing here f of x less equals f of 3 pi by 2, so but f of 3 pi by 2 means what? Sine of 3 pi by 2. And 3 pi by 2, what we can write? We can write it as sine of pi plus pi by 2. And sine pi plus pi by 2 is which quadrant? It is third quadrant. It will become minus sine pi by 2. And that means overall what it is coming as? F of x is greater equals minus 1, because here sine pi by 2 value is 1. Yes, third quadrant, and here it is exactly coming as 1. So if we will summarize what we are getting. So one time we are getting f of x less equals 1. So here itself at pi by 2. So what is your point? Point of minimum value? Pi by 2. So at pi by 2, you are getting value 1. At 3 pi by 2, you are getting value minus 1. Understood? So overall conclusion, what you are going to draw? You are going to say that, okay, f of x is exactly lying between minus 1 to 1. When, because we have got this one and we have got this one. Okay, so this conclusion I have drawn. When we are drawing this conclusion, then we can say that this is coming f of 3 pi by 2, and this one we are telling f of pi by 2. And beta f of 3 pi by 2, what value came? Minus 1. Here f of x, and this one is coming as 1. And if we remove f of x, it is coming as what beta? Sin x. Sin x at the even interval, it is exactly going to write as minus 1. So what is the minimum of sin x? Minus 1. What is the maximum of sin x? Plus 1. That's it. Close the chapter. And we have defined it for what? Domain. We have defined it for domain. And in function, whenever you will be taking domain, it will be very, very helpful. So now minus 1 to 1, closed interval, sign value always lies between minus 1 to 1. We finished the chapter, and we means range is coming between minus 1 to 1. Absolutely correct, Shreya. So now I think everyone might have understood that ki maximum and minimum we can solve by this method, by domain method. Understood? So whenever f of x will be less than f of c, it is giving you a maximum value because of point c. And f of x is greater than f of c. That means you are getting a minimum value at x is equal to c. Got it? I am not talking about local maxima and minima. Understood? I am not at all talking about local maxima and local minima. That discussion I am going to start. I will draw some things and I will be explaining it in much detail. So one video we will be talking about only domain. Another video we will talk about maxima and minima. Then with higher order derivative, next video we will do. Okay. So one by one, so that one time itself one concept will be there inside your brain. NCRT, some questions we are going to. Understood? So now see, so what we learned. One example we took, only maxima we are getting, no minima. One example we got, there only minima, there is no maxima. One example we got, in the given interval, we got maxima also and minima also. Okay, so that means what? Very cleverly we touched at the given interval one minima, at the given interval one maxima, at the given interval maxima minima also. Now let's see, in a given interval, will there be any function which will not have any maxima or minima? Okay, let's check this one out. Okay, now let's see this one. Shall I remove this? Noted, everyone? Okay, note down, no problem. But note down and check. Keep practicing this video. Whenever you will have problem, just refer this video. It will be very helpful, because next video we will be talking about, next video what we will be talking about? We will be talking about local maxima and local minima. And then next video we will be higher order derivative. We will start solving questions. Okay. Are you ready for the next one? Now let's see. Yes, I will be beta. I'll be next class only, but because right now we are just going towards some questions based on this concept what we have studied. Now if any function f of x is given to you, and in that, I hope today how was the class you learned. Now beta, f of x is equal to x cube. If somebody will give you, can you be able to track out the maxima and minima? First, so you will say it will be defined for all real number. Here, what will be the domain here? Again, the domain will be set of real number. So when somebody will be asking, you will say with proud, here domain of f will be again set of real number. That means between minus infinity to infinity. Done till here. Domain will be defined from set of real number. Okay, this is done. But when I'm drawing this one, beta, I'm getting something like this. Correct? So that means what? The value keeps on increasing. Correct? So here exactly one thing we are seeing, that neither maximum nor minimum. Absolutely correct. So here between minus infinity to plus infinity, between minus infinity to plus infinity, what we are seeing here is we are not at all getting any maximum value, not at all getting any minimum value. So the given interval is there, but in this interval it keeps on increasing. Means the second value of x, see, if I am putting here x is equal to 2, we are getting one value, but the moment I am putting x equal to 3, this value is greater than that. If I will put x is equal to 4, another value will be greater. So that means there is no peak we can be able to attend here. So that is neither maximum nor minimum. Understood? So this is a case, y is equal to x cube is a case of neither maxima nor minima in the defined domain. And what is our domain? Set of real number. What is our domain here? Set of real number. I only believe one thing, beta. Many people are asking me, I know only one thing, make maths easier. Okay, so JEE exams also, you need some concept. If concept is with you, means you will be able to handle any level questions. So if you will be understanding the concepts, and with that some shortcut techniques are there in your hand, then you will be able to solve. I hope you might have understood. This I know, because right now, just don't mind people. Yes, maximum to relation and function में Shreya, you might have finished now. You might have finished most of the graphs in relation and function. See, there are different type contents are there, Shreya. That time when you will be discussing, you need to know most of it. Okay. For maximum minima, it is very important, beta, to understand all the things. Are you ready? For point 0, comma? No, it will not be the point. No. Understood. After that also it is going down. Are you understanding? After that also the value keeps on going down. So you can't pick it and say that it is going to give you a minima or it is going to give you a maxima. So it is a point of neither minima nor maxima. So are we ready to solve some questions? Okay. So now let's see. We'll solve some questions and try to understand basic question first. So the most important thing is then we will learn for local maxima and minima. First, we will start for some very, very basic questions. So now look here, don't hurry for understanding anything. The concept is you need to sit with maths. You people are having only one problem. You don't have time. F of x is equal to 3x square plus 6x plus 8. Now how to solve this question? Where x will be belonging to set of real number. It's not your mistake. Where is your mistake? You are doing whatever everyone is telling you. Come on, go for it. First of all, same technique we are going to apply. Look here, beta, we are going to split this one. F of x is equal to 3x square plus 6x plus, I am splitting this as 3 plus 5 for all x belongs to set of real number. Okay. वेरी नाइस क्रिश. कहाँ पे कर रहा है ग्रुप स्टडी? नाउ एफ ऑफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू, आई एम टेकिंग ओनली दिस मच, इट इज कमिंग 3x square plus 2x plus 1 plus 5. So here it is coming as 3x plus 1 whole square plus 5. Done. So what is your f of x? It will help you to find maximum and minimum. Okay. So now look here. Definitely domain will be from minus infinity to plus infinity. It will be defined for set of real number. Now after this what we are going to do, beta? We will do only one work. X plus 1 whole square will always be greater equals 0, because any negative value of x you will put, any positive value of x you will put, what you are getting? You are always getting positive only. So x plus 1 whole square is greater equals 0. Till here understood? Now I'll go for the next one. Now we will multiply 3. 0 into 3. Now here it is coming 3x plus 1 whole square 0. Now add 5. So here it is x plus 1 whole square plus 5. Here also plus 5, but this will give you function. So overall, the moment you saw function came with greater than sign. Function came with what sign? It is exactly coming as what, beta? 5. Greater than sign came means what? Maxima or minima? Hey. Maxima, greater sign coming means minimum. Greater sign coming means minimum. And what is the minimum value? 5. When you will get minimum value 5? When you will get minimum value 5, when x will be equal to minus 1. So when x will be equal to minus 1, then this full part will become 0. So that means f of minus 1 is coming as 5. So what is C here? Yes, because of square, whatever value will be putting, beta, it will always be coming positive. That's most important point. What is C here? Minus 1. What is f of C? 5. That's it. Finished. So what is C here? 5. So that means point of minimum value is C. And C value here is minus 1. Understood, beta? So here point is minus 1. And f of minus 1 is 5. This is what, beta? Minimum value. Bingo. Did you understood? सबसे छोटा चैतन्य, आप just 1 minute, चैतन्य, Jaiswal, 5th step. I'll explain, beta. हाँ, say, beta. Just 1 minute, Chaitanya. He's asking one question. हाँ, say. See, what I tried here is, I tried to put square. Because inside square, whatever variable are there, they are any positive value also you will put, negative value also you will put, it will always become positive. Understood? So greater equals or less equals will become much easier. Now Chaitanya, your question, maximum और minimum को एक point में तुम बढ़ा दो. Wait, वो भी तुमको सिखा देती हूँ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th one. Now beta, here na 5th point I am starting. First, Chaitanya, what I did here is, beta, I got f of x. Okay, now I started building the concept. So once first I solved f of x and brought to this level. Actually, the question was 3x square plus 6x plus 8 was there. Okay, so to get maximum and minimum, what I did, I splitted this 8. 8 got split as 3 and 5. 8 got split as 3 and 5. I kept 3 inside and I left 5. Now, the moment I took out 3, what it is coming? 3x plus 1 whole square. Now, beta, at least this support is the biggest support. Why? Because x plus 1 whole square, Chaitanya, is that value which will miss, it will always be greater equals 0. It will, you check here, if the moment you will put x is equal to minus 1, it will become 0. 0 can be greater equals 0. Done. Now, if you will put any negative value of x, because of square, it will become positive. Are you understanding? Now, if you will be taking any negative positive value, it is always greater than 0. Correct? Na? Now here, after that, I tried to bring f of x because for domain region, what we learned in the basic definition is कि f of x should be less equals f of c, then we are getting maximum. F of x is greater equals f of c, then we are getting minimum. So to build up that one, what we have done, we tried to solve it and just tried to brought square. And once we have done it, we are easily getting the point outside. We are easily getting the point outside. Chaitanya, कुछ other examples लेते ना, उससे और भी easy हो जाएगा. Shall we go for the next one? Now, is it easy for you? हाँ? ना चलो modulus लेते ना. Take modulus. Let's start with modulus and try to get the answer. Huh? Now look it up. We will try to understand with the help of modulus also. चलो कहाँ जाएंगे? Modulus of first कोई भी randomly give me any modulus. Modulus of x plus 5. Easy way we will do. Okay, where for all x will be belonging to set of real number. Now one easy content we have taken for modulus. Now beta, here so nothing we have to do. Why? Because any negative value of x you will put, modulus will bring you a positive value. Means for every negative and positive value of x, we are always getting a positive value of y. Because modulus of x graph itself is what beta? The modulus of x graph is this only, na? For negative value, positive value of x, we are getting positive value of y. Negative value of x also, we are getting positive value of y. Understood? So that means what? Always the function will give you a positive value. So that means what? Here we don't have to build up anything, na? What you are going to say? Modulus of x plus 5 is always greater equals 0 for any value of x. That means for all x belongs to set of real number, negative value of x you will put, positive value of x you will put, you will always get what beta? The values which will be either 0 or greater than 0. So this is depicting what? The value fx only, na? This is what? Fx. This is what, this is the concept I am telling. But this is nothing but f of x. So what you have drawn into conclusion, according to the definition, f of x is equal to 0. That means what is the moment it is greater, means we got minimum value. What is your minimum value, beta? Your minimum value is 0. And when you got minimum value, when x equal to minus 5, the moment you are putting x equal to minus 5, you are getting a minimum value 0. So at x equal to minus 5. Understood? So we'll substitute here f of x less equals f of minus 5 beta. So that means minimum is done, and that is for all domain. So here if somebody will be asking you about domain, just you say, hey, domain is here set of real number. For modulus, what is the domain? Set of real numbers. Understood? So don't hesitate, you speak and take out and dig out the content. You say domain is here set of real numbers. Got it? So if somebody will give you opposite of this, why we are going to stop? Once we understood the concept, we are not going to stop ourselves. Na? We will take another example. Randomly now start taking examples. Now take f of x is equal to modulus minus x plus 5 plus 7. Randomly we will take anything. Now this time what we did beta? We took minus. Huh? Now we will not do anything. We will start with the concept. Again, what is our concept saying? X will be belonging to set of real number. For all I am talking about. So now here x plus 5 will be greater equal 0. For all x will be belonging to set of real number. Done. Now what is greater? The moment you will put minus, it will become less. Done. What was greater, the moment you are putting minus, now it is showing what beta? Less. And the moment you are going here, now still it is not giving you f of x. Is it giving you f of x? No. We have to add 7. So now we will add 7. Once you will understand, no exams will be difficult. But first you need to have patience and learn slowly. Now this part came. Now what is this? This is nothing but f of x. Now f of x is less than. Wherever less than concept is there, this concept itself says, nah, this is what? This they are saying that it is maxima. This is maxima. What is your maximum value? 7. When you will get maximum value? check when x will be equal to -5. Modulus inside, na? The moment x will be equal to -5, everything will become 0. This part will become 0. Then what will come as 7? Understood? So here what you are going to do? At x equal to -5, f of -5 is giving you 7. So what is your point? C. What is your point of maxima? -5. And what is the value? Maximum value? 7. I rest my case. Understood. Now we will check for trigonometry. Na? Some trigonometric sin x, cos x we will also check. Why we are going to stop ourselves? No, no, no. We will do. Ready? Yes, all these problems. First you need to understand, then only problems it will come. But if nobody will be understanding the concept, means 100% beta, it will become difficult. First, if you will not be knowing this concept, then only it will come easy. Not knowing means easy? No. Now you solve this question. Come on, children. I'm giving you. Now we will start. Now I'm giving you another easy questions. Modulus of sine 4x. Full I will give modulus. Chalo. +3. Ab batao. Solve. And x will be defined on set of real number. Come on, Shreya. You can do it. We can do it, beta. I. शशांक त्रिपाठी. आई. हाई को आई किया तूने. ये क्या था? That day in class 8th I taught, class 11th I taught a very important thing. In that I discussed one thing. Sorry. कोई sorry नहीं. यहाँ पे सब पागल है. I won't mind. I don't have mind. बना लो. बता दो मिनिमम और मैक्सिमम आएगा कि नहीं आएगा, ये तो बता दो. No comment is coming. I'm standing here to see comment, or no comment is coming. Till these people are solving, I'm here to eat your brain. Shall I start then? Chalo, I'll only solve. Minimum, maximum value, anybody got? See, bhai, easy concept, understand karo. Sin x, minimum, -1, 1. So if angle I am going to change, that will also not change anything. So if I will write for sin 4x, same thing na beta. Maximum will be here. When 3 multiple will be there, then only maxima and minima. That day in graph of class 11th, साइन को कॉस कर दूं, जरूरत नहीं है. बिना साइन को कॉस किए सॉल्व करो. ज्यादा तेज बन गया है, साइन को कॉस कर दो. यहाँ पे डोमेन में डाल रही हो ना, ऐसे कर सकते हैं, तेरी मर्जी. Now look here. Sin 4x is there, beta. Sin 4x lies between -1 to +1. Done. Now, beta, we need to add 3. So here 3 added. 3 plus sin 4x. It is coming as 1 plus 3. So it is coming as 2. 3 plus sin 4x. So now absolute value means if I put modulus means all the numbers will have modulus. So modulus will shield the things. So here the moment I am putting modulus, it will come 3 plus sine 4x, and here modulus will not change the absolute numbers. Okay, will not change the absolute numbers. Here positive is there. So this part will come f of x. Masti, masti, you got the answer. What is minimum? 2. What is maximum? 4. Story over. That's it. Minimum you are getting 2. Maximum you are getting 4. That's it. Over. NCRT, NCRT, NCRT. Now one big question. Just before some time I got this. This question came CBSE 2023 board examination. 2 marks आएगा उड़ा के चला जाएगा. If you don't know the concepts means definitely that time you will sit and you will differentiate this thing, that thing. When you will finish in statement, why you are troubling yourself that much. So here understand this one beta. I'm just solving one question. This question came in CBSE 2023. What is the question? Your question is, shall we? This one done, Mare? Rohit? Everyone? Now look at beta. Question is f of x. Question to likh lo. It will come 2x cube plus 5. Come on, go for it. 2x cube plus 5. And here x will be defined on full set of real number. Done? Maxima minima निकाल के दिखा दो इसका. Now say answer. One line answer. Just now, before some time, I discussed. Think about it and say answer. See, first though, domain will be set of real numbers. What will be domain? Domain will be defined for set of real numbers, beta. Because again, algebra is there. We need not to think about it. Now, 2x cube plus 5 is there. Now, you know that x cube is what? Neither increasing nor, sorry, it's increasing. It is neither maxima nor minima. I'm taking my words. I just talked increasing, decreasing. I had to say maxima and minima. So it is not showing any maxima and minima between minus infinity to plus infinity. So when you domain before itself, fourth example when I took, I was explaining about it. So neither maxima nor minima. That's it. Neither maxima nor minima. Because whatever value of x you continuously will get, it will not be giving you any maximum or minimum. One line answer. What is the answer? Neither maxima nor minima. MCQ, they will throw this on MCQ. They will say maximum at 1, maximum at 0, and then what they will say? Neither maxima nor minima. So what is the correct answer? Neither maxima nor minima. Understood? Neither maxima nor minima. See, all odd degrees when you will be talking about now, it will be showing neither maxima nor minima. Now J and everything, let's see about this. Now look here. If somebody will be giving you what? F of x. Now we will try to summarize it. X square when they will give you. So x square means what? Mouth will be always up. Up means you will get a minimum. Okay. Whenever minus x square will be there, mouth will be inverted down. You will get a maximum. That's it. Story over. Got it? So parabolic square, for that only we are doing square. For that only we are doing square, so that one time itself chapter will become over for the concept. Understood? So parabola, x square, positive. Mouth will be what you call up. Down means minimum. Up means maxima. That's it. Story over karo aise. So I hope you might have understood, entertained. I entertained you all nicely. Now next class, we are going to study what beta? Local maxima and local minima. And there also very basic I will teach, but with that basics you can attend any question. Got it? If x to the power 5 will be there, one thing. If x to the power 5 will be there, if x to the power 7 will be there, you will sit for differentiation. No, x to the power 5, x to the power 7, x to the power 9. Whenever you will do, it will keep on becoming near like this. Understood? This is x to the power 3, x to the power 5, x to the power 7. It will keep on going near y-axis. All attainment is same only, neither maxima nor minima. Understood? Now x to the power 4, x to the power 6, x to the 6 I am not talking about, x to the power 4, x to the power 8. Parabola, wherever it will be there, it will keep on going near the y-axis. always it will be giving you a minimum or a maximum. That's it. Y-intercept slight change in graph. Yes, graph will be changed. It will go near beta. It will go near, but things will remain same. Be very careful when you are understanding the concept. Once concept is clear, you will attend any question, and that time now you will not feel burdened because every time change in pattern will not disturb you. Okay, now that's it. Enjoyed the class. Learn. Bye everyone.